Hey, hey, yo, ciao nice people, welcome! We are back on game development. And not just that, but we are on the Twitch integration. Shall we start it again? Let's see. And it is, I'm there. I might have covered by the health bar. To be fair, not the best position to put a health bar, but everything is temporary. How is it going? Today I slightly tired, but I saw that it usually goes away when I start a stream, so I don't think it's an issue. And even if it is, this will be a short stream, so I'm pretty sure I will enjoy it. So, as you see, last time we programmed the health bar. We may want to position it somewhere else, maybe. That's an awful position, to be fair. 650? I think it's more than enough, right? 50 is a lot, huh? I think it's better, though. Should be on top of the payload, though I don't want to make moving pictures. Also in the bottom could be better, or in the corner, but for now we are gonna keep it there. What we are gonna do now is, first we may want to have the payload a little slower. Thanks! Too much maybe, but now the thing is, if you type repair 1, your character moves there and starts, guess what? Repairing! So there are some issues with this. First, multiple persons will not speed it up. Second, you can't interrupt, but I think I will leave it by design. Otherwise you interrupt. Otherwise this makes the team will split. Half of them will repair, the other half will protect from monsters. I would like to make that you can interrupt, but first it's extra programming. Second, I think we can use it as game design. Intentional, right? Oh, good banger. So, first thing first. We need to improve how it's used. Because as for now, it works like this. We use a switch and a variable for just one piece. I would like it to be a little more practical, you see. To be fair, we could have like 10 switches at most, right? For a big map, 10 switches for each repair. But I'm pretty sure we can do it with variables, and I don't want to waste 10 spaces on one side and 10 on the other. So we're gonna remove the switch. Also, why did you lose your name? Here. When the thing is repaired, it will change picture, but we can change picture even with code, with a call. So also another thing, yes. Each one of them uses a completely different repair slot. It's common event for the repair 1, repair 2. That's not practical, right? I wonder if there's a better way. Well, in a way, the common event is something that starts after a trigger. We can do it through code. I think that's what we're gonna do, right? We call a code. The code has the ID of the repair, for example 1. And that starts up a process. I think it's very reasonable. So we need to bring out our code. Oh, I'm glad I'm starting to make some order. Movement should be map, but I think it's fine. We can make a new one, sure. Just to take some order. Gimmicks. Does it make... Yeah, I think it's a gimmick. We should duplicate something. What do we take? The bars, sure. So we have... We can here globe everything of the payload. First, we need to clean it. Do we want to keep something? Nah. We just want to put functions inside, to be fair. So, what do we need? Let's start one step at a time. How do I want it to function? So the thing is, when the player interacts with this thing, it triggers a switch. With this, it will do stuff. Okay, kinda generic. With this, it will call the common event and start repairing. Though there are multiple issues, like if there are multiple people here, nothing increases. There's only the switch. So we need a way to increase it and activate. I believe we can do everything with just a call to a code here. So we can have a function. That means zoom it a little, sure. Too much. A function called start repairing. And here we need parameters like repair ID and event ID. So also difficulty would help, right? So we need to pass our parameters. To be fair, we could just say start repairing event 1 ID 1 event 8. But of course we need to edit every time we want to do one. Wouldn't it be better if we just yeah, wouldn't it be better if we just don't need to put any parameter inside? Or, to be precise, they auto-compile. So, let's bring out our notes because I forget every time. But we need to refer to the event ID. So instead of 8, we can just get this event ID. Game map, or I don't remember how it's called. That's why I have notes. Wait, wrong one. Should be events? Events? This, okay. Literally, this event ID. I forgot. Okay, now we pass the number 8. And here for 1, I don't want to manually increase it every time we have a new repair event, right? So we can just say we can deduce it from the name, which is this name, I suppose. Let's do something that might help. We log this. What is this? What, like, literally, what is this? And we see what the console does. It might crash, will probably crash, but no? Ah, okay, here. Doesn't matter. So we have this. Do we have a name? No. We just have the event ID. Frame count? What the hell is a frame count of an event? And the list of... this is the those are the comments inside. Yes, yes. Map ID, wait count. Interesting, but there is nothing we need here. Fritz checker, huh? Comments? Okay, no, nothing we need. What we should do instead is get information like this. Game map events 8, where we get the label text repair 1. Isn't there like something name? Because label text will change if we start repairing. So this is not what We are close, but not enough. Maybe we can put it in the notes. Though I would say it's not the same thing. I suppose we can take the label text. It always starts with repair 1 after all. Except when it's repaired. Huh. I thought it would be easier here. I believe it's what we need, label text. So here we get this. No, wait. We needed the long version. Game map events. This event ID. Label text. So let's go with event name. We have the event name, which is repair 1. Though it could be longer, could be repair 1 dash percentage. So first we need to split it. First name, then we get the last name. First name is event name. Split, it's split, right? I always forgot. Split with a space. Because there's the space oh, we can even... Yes, because there's a space before the dash. And we take the first value. So for example, if it is repair 1 dash 67%, it will split here and here. So we will get three objects. Repair, dash, and 67. We want the first one. That's what the first name will be. Now we need to get a 1. So we can just, I bet, repair ID is first name, we replace the name with nothing. And that might be enough. I hope it doesn't crash if we change the name before it's completed. So we should put a safeguard. A safeguard. We can check if it's a number, or we can parse it. First we see if this thing works, okay? The best way is to just open the engine and try. So, shut up. We have va, the variable is repair 1, score 67%. Sorry. Then we have va split and repair ID is the thing. Let's see. It is repair ID now is number 1, which is a string though. I don't think it. I think it matters though. We may want to parse. I don't remember how it's. Okay, literally parse. Would it throw error? Yes. No. Wait. Parse is not. Sorry, parse is not for numbers. Parse int here. Okay. We can even use it on... we don't even need to split anything. Well, we would still need. Never mind, let's avoid issues. Okay, parse int, easy. And we get number 1. Hey! We got number 1, hey! So we can simply say... repair ID, we can just avoid issues. We can go with this try, which means if there is a mistake somewhere and the name changes into a not number, if there's an error, because it would crash if it's not a number, right? Just avoid issues. I believe it doesn't crash. It says here. If cannot be converted, not a number is returned, so it doesn't crash. Nice. So we don't need to try. We don't need to try. We need to do. So we can just go with parse int of the first thing. And now we just check if repair ID is not a number. I don't know if you can even write this one. I believe you can. If it's a number, we call the thing. We call the event we set up. Okay, again, this one takes the number out of the name, 1, the first number. And this one calls whatever we are up to. Before we do anything though, we need to fix something. Because when you start repairing, the name changes. Well, we're gonna replace this one as well, but we might want to remove the space. So it's compatible with the code before. Okay. So what do we want to do now? Now we are gonna call the repair function, having the number of the track to repair and the event ID, which is for later. How do we do it? Well, we can replicate what we did last time. So the variable 121 is for the repair of that specific track, which may use a lot of variables long run, and again, we don't want that. I want the optimal way, or a way to have, like, to be deep in the development and not have a shit ton of variables I don't use, you know what I mean. That's why I suppose we may want to set up a way to save all the values, right? They need to be saved. I have a slight idea. You know what? We could have a class of that. Maybe it's a little overkill? No. I should start using classes, because between you and me and everyone listening, I'm starting to fall in love with classes, you know. I don't know, I just love looking at them. They feel so clean. It feels like I can just use it in every code. I don't know, a personal thing maybe, but I don't even remember how to make a class. Class, okay, good start. Let's ask for hints. Oh yeah, class repair track, easy. Also, as every time I made a class, I love also to have a, a static map. I swear I never remember how it's done. Luckily I should copy from the healthy bars. Wait, I forgot to open the other chat. Just to be sure, you know. Also, I decided to only make videos on streams on TikTok when I play games, because I don't think it's compatible, those sort of streams with TikTok, you know what I mean, right? Okay, I think I love is this one, because we can store the classes as objects. I should maybe make objects, maybe it's more clean. You know what? I think I read that you can make objects like this, like that. Let's see. Is there a way, right? Object methods. Now this is just a class, right? Or not? I swear I heard about it. Maybe it's a... Maybe you can do it, but doesn't feel like it's the... That's not what I was looking for. Maybe not. Wait, no. Here, person. Here. Interesting. You have a person that can... That's only for one thing, though. At this point, if I want multiples, I will just do a class, right? Though it's cool you can make an object like this. Though, of course, you can make an object that contains multiple values, so in a way it's a class with extra steps. Or less steps, to be fair, huh? I would just make a class at this point. Okay. We make a new map. Someone might say who needs a map, but... What does it do? This allows us to store and easily access all the information we create. So for the parameters, we just need repair ID and event ID. I suppose that's it. With this, we need to define the base information, which are, well, again, repair ID, event ID, and of course, progress, which starts at 0, of course. Anything else we need? I think that's everything. Yes, we have it. This dot workers, which is how many persons are there working on the thing. Should start at 0, but maybe we should make 1. I will see. And we should definitely delete everything when we refresh the map. How do you delete an event? Can you just do delete? Delete this. That's a valid thing, or only on TypeScript? Well, your face is TypeScript. Is it a trailer for TypeScript? Is it an advertisement? You can just delete. Okay, delete, like this. So I can just make delete this. No. Well, I suppose you cannot use it inside the class. Yeah, my bad. So, can I use it as a name of the main method? Yes. Delete this. It's not a threat. It's worse. I don't know what's worse. Probably acting on it. Delete this. I love how it's a valid sentence in JavaScript. Okay, and just to be sure, we can have static clean reset, where it's tracks for... Oh, what do you mean this track? Okay, I suppose makes sense, but repair tracks for each. I was hoping it was automatic. Let's see if I remember. I need to remember this thing. It's like something element something function, right? Please, it's a test for me. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's perfectly like this. I'm so good at programming. Element, we keep it element. And simply now for each element, we make delete. I suppose we can just... I want to keep delete this though, it's clever. I love it. I will keep it. So now every time we refresh the map we should call a refresh track, but maybe we should have it on a... We should start accumulating what we want to reset. Refresh map. So first, let's go with repair track dot refresh. Was it reset tracks? Okay. And this is one thing. We probably need more, but also we may want two, right? Because one is for when we leave the map. Though to be fair, when we load a new map, we can do this when we load a new map. Let's put an event, a comment, sure. Where are I swear, did they remove the comments? I swear, I never find them. Aha. Okay. Just to remember. Now, finally, what do we want to do? Good question. So, when we start repairing, we need first to see if the track is already being repaired. And then we need a way to address one of the tracks. So I'm gonna steal the same code we have here. Where is it? Get. Before. With get, we just get the track we want based on the ID. Wait. I forgot an important step. We need to store this event we are constructing. We are just gonna add it to the tracks. And again, I forgot how it's done. We need to set based on an ID. Okay, we can just use the repair ID. So, repair track dot tracks dot add. How was it? I forgot already. Set based on an ID. Repair ID. This. And now all the information of a single track will be stored inside. Should I keep RPG Maker in the background so at least I show we are actually not RPG Maker? Oh yeah, I think it's fine. Here. I don't want to disillude people. Well, to be fair, people usually don't use RPG Maker for programming. I may be wrong, but that's definitely not the impression I got, ever. Still, we are doing it. Okay, good to know. So now we are associating every track with their ID, which is what we write here. So we can just repair track get repair ID. We can just get them by ID. Okay, now what do we do with this? Well, to be fair, we should check if we get something or not. Let's make a test right away. Repair track. Yes, we need to set the plugin. Payload mechanics are loaded. And now, okay, my bad. We try to get number 6. Undefined. Great. So, it means if track object is undefined, means that the track is... nobody started repairing it. That means we create a new repair track. Do we need the parentheses? No. I swear I never remember. Reminder, you can program even without without memory, you know. Yes, we need information. Repair ID, event ID. Let's make a comment even. And hello Danix, welcome. Wanna appear in the game? Look at you, aren't you beautiful? Okay, maybe a little skincare would help, you know. Nothing personal though. We are making a way to make people on chat work. Danix, develop the game or I make you work in the stream. So, what I was writing. Start repairing will be called for each character starting repairs. Okay. So if there is no object, it means we are starting from scratch to repair the truck. And so we are creating the object. Do we need to store it? Well, just in case. We probably should. And we need to set up that we are starting to repair it. Else nothing happens, right? And of course, one last thing, track object dot. We can just have add worker here. So we can have add worker simply has this dot workers increased by 1. Okay. Now, first we don't need this other thing then. We don't even need to save it. There is one issue though. Like, what will increase the repair? Nothing starts repairing the truck. We are just assigning workers, but we are not programming how it's getting repaired, right? Here we did because it was associated with a common event. And all the calculation should be done on frame or something. To be fair, wait, we did this last time with the health bar, right? We can just take the code from here. Here, the update. We can just take the scene map update and make an alias. What does it mean? It means, since the game every frame refreshes the map and decides what happens, we can inject some code inside. So, meanwhile the map says move characters, apply effects, move the screen and everything, we also tell them, hey, since you are at it, can you also just update our counters as an extra thing? That's what happens. Map update for track repair. Long name to avoid repetitions. So we overwrite the previous event. We call whatever was before. And then we do what we need. Which was repair track dot update all tracks. So every frame we update every track. This thing needs to be called, but it's a static as well, which means it only runs once for the entire class. And here we need to do the same thing. The for each, I'm copying this shit, I don't care. So for each track, what do? We need to check first if someone is working. So we can have, I think we can have it layered, right? Being repaired, I believe though every track is, no, if later I want to add someone to leave the track, I think it's fine. Return this dot workers more than 0. So it means it will return true if there is at least one worker. Or we can even do a function like this. Just in case, you know. Okay. So now, track dot is being repaired. If the track is being repaired, then yeah, it does thing, otherwise we skip it. Now, this one runs every frame. So that means in this frame we can do something finally. For this we are copying the code from before, I don't care. So we need to change the label text. I would say first we need to update the value, right? Does it even change the value? Ah, here, every frame. So I would say... wait. The difficulty... There is also the difficulty for the track, right? We're missing the parameter, because of course we want some tracks to be harder to repair. How do we manage it? Should we just have a max health? How do we even make difficulty? We can just have a divisor. We need to find a formula. Default is 1. Well, first of all, difficulty needs to be passed through the function. To be fair, no, we don't need it. The difficulty, we can just get it from the map event, from the meta. How do you read meta? I really hope I have it in my notes, because I want to store everything I forget all the time in here. It should be here. It's not. Plugins. I swear, I need to save it here. Okay, we are gonna save it here. Tag. Ah, never mind, here. Does it work? Let's try it. Let's see. Let's see the meta. Difficulty. No. Am I missing something? Here. Ah, wait, it's not on... I got it wrong. Okay. That's how we do it. Sounds relatively straightforward. Also, it's not a number, it's a string, but we can convert it later. So. We just need to say... The difficulty is... Well, you read the information of the event. You read the tag. Okay. And needs to become a number. And now we have difficulty. Easy. So, what do we do with all those parameters? We need to find the formula. So we should have this or track. Increase progress, and then track update text, because the text will show the progress. Of course, we need to write those two, but should be simple, right? So increase progress. For now, let's make the other one. So we know what we are up to. So increase progress. We need to increase the progress. At this point, I might just want to... Let's see. How is the max number? 1000. We can make 1000 just to be sure. So the increase of progress, we can make the formula like... let's see. The workers are relevant, so we can have workers, right? And the difficulty should be a negative, so divided by a negative thing. I Fado, push. Well, thanks for the effort, but we need a track to repair, you know. So you can type repair if you wanna help, you know. By press, it's still the old code, right? But I think it would work. Repair. I need to type repair 1. Oh no, we're about to lose. Oh no. It's repair 1! Fast! Oh no! Good one, Fado! Good one! Oh, good waifu. Good. Ah, wait. Okay, we are not in time, but I found a bug. Interesting. Thanks, I didn't realize there is a bug. I will make the payload faster, wait. Ha! Max speed! Oh yes! If I open the menu and I close it, the health bar will bug. Huh. Hopefully it would not happen in the game. Because you don't open the menu. But still. Bar bugs out if you open menu. Just in case though. Interesting. Per 6-7. Maybe in a longer level, who knows? And we can put complex numbers after all. We already have the code for this, but there is an issue. Some issues. For each repair we need to use a switch. We need to use also a variable and also a common event for each one of those. So I feel like it's too invasive and I can't use any number I want even. So this would make it global. So also it did not work for multiple persons trying to repair. It's not cumulative. So the formula should be the workers divided by the difficulty. And we multiply by 10. The default formula increases by 1 every frame, up to 100. So we can have 10 multiplied by workers. So we can have this dot progress increases by this value. Okay. Now we may want now to get how much we are progressing. So we want to know how much percent we are repairing. The formula should be simple, right? It's this progress divided by 10, right? Because the max is 1000. So if you divide by 10, it's the right number, yeah. Of course, we want to remove the... First, we need to cap it to 100. And second, remove the float numbers. I forgot how it's done. Did I do... No, I did nothing of the sort. I did nothing of the sort. I just used integers. And here there are divisions, and divisions are... not friendly sometimes. Oh, I still love this code. Delete this. Actual code. Delete this. Okay, so we can have var percentage the progress divided by 10, but it's not done because we need first to cap it to 100. If it's more than 100, we return 100. And at the end we return percentage while removing all floats. How do we do it? Yeah, of course. Math floor. So we return the lowest integer, the closest integer of the value. Okay. So now the increase progress works, and now we just need to update the text, which we already did through code here. We replace the label text. Let's see. First we need to get the event. The event is the event on the map based on this one, so this event ID. And we update the label text. Repair number. This repair ID. We will literally write on top of it repair number 1 line the percentage, which will be this progress percentage. And this should update the bar correctly. That's a big change I made. I hope everything works. Anything I'm missing? Oh yeah, the Z label, sure. Do I need to write it every frame? Oh well, why not? I believe this could be done only once. For now, I'm keeping it here and later I will try to remove it. Oh yeah. Of course, we need to do something when it reaches 100, but we can do it later, right? We deactivate this thing. And let's see how this... Wait. I think it's fine. I believe this one could be delegated directly to the code here, but let's see now. Oh no, the period is 5, forgot. Repair 1, let's see. Go RPG Waldorf. Okay. Close. No, I don't know though, but... We lost the game at 23:30 here. Ah, because workers is not a function, right? Like this, okay. Worker not found. They are lazy, they are super lazy, I swear. They need to get fired. It's repairing! It's super fast. I wonder if that's the difficulty we want. I believe for difficulty 1 is pretty fine, right? Yeah, but also because this one now counts on frames. This one counted on... No, wait. That can't be frames, right? Huh. What if I don't multiply by 10? Though, of course, again, it's difficulty 1, so... I think I should keep it. Also, I wonder if we can have the difficulty changed based on the actual difficulty of the game. Okay, it's much slower. I believe this should not be difficulty 1. And of course, we can have how much difficulty we want. So I think it was fine. 10 times workers. Because 1 should be super fast. Though, in exchange, we can make this one 5 or something. So it's halfway between them of the other ones. Go Waldorf. Repair. Why is it much... Is it me or is it much slower? Okay, what happened? Why is it harder? Did I not save? I did not save. So it was difficulty 5 with the nerf. Okay, much more reasonable. This is difficulty 5. And of course, difficulty does not have a higher cap. We can put any difficulty. Oh, it stops at 100 even. Nice. It doesn't mark it as complete though. Okay, I may want to add another parameter here, which is, oh, I want to, something that influences the number 10 maybe. We can divide the number 10 by, I would like a global variable. So I would like a global variable to set the overall difficulty. Number 10. Of course, though, it may start at 0, and that a division with 0 definitely doesn't have a good solution. We can do this. Or even better, you know, we can just set it up somewhere. Get game difficulty. I don't know how to write. And we return game variables value number 10. And we increase by 1 to avoid dividing by 0 because that's infernal. Okay. So we just divide 10 by the game difficulty, which by default will be 1, but again can increase as much as you want. Nice. Now, last thing. Completing it. We have two things. First, well, only one. First, we change the sprite into this one, which is not straightforward though. We should activate the self switch then, which makes it much easier. There is the issue though of refreshing the map when you retry the map again. You cannot refresh it easily. I would avoid something not refreshable as a self switch, right? We could add a parameter to the event, right? How would it work? Let's return to the payload. When the payload goes ahead and there is an obstacle. Ah, wait. Ah, interesting. We don't need to check if there is a self switch. We just need to check the name. If the name changes, then we can pass. That's much better. That means we just need to refresh the name, which we already did here. If it's more or equal to 100, it's fixed. Do we need to set label Z every time? I feel like we should. We have. Okay, so after we after we repair it, we make a last condition. Or we can just have it in update text. I think it's easier. If this progress percentage is equal, or let's go more just to be sure, than 100, then it's repaired. Otherwise, we do the same thing. We do the thing from before. Okay, so if it's repaired, again, it will be called fixed. As in like, I can fix her. Okay, and this would take care of it, right? Maybe one last thing I kinda wanna do. Because there is an issue now, to be fair. An issue that I never addressed. It's better if I show it. So if I go there and say fork and I leave, I can leave and I'm still repairing. This is a glaring issue. Anyone can just tap in the repair and just go do anything else. So that's definitely not what I want. We need to stop the player. How do we do that though? We need to work with the player class as well. So first, we need to store which workers are working with us. So we can just do this workers list is empty. So we don't even need, to be fair, the workers. Right, we can just get the length of the list, which would avoid confusion, I feel like. Add worker will just add it to the list. Player ID. Do I need the player ID? I think a player ID. I think that is better. So to add a worker, we can just have this workers list add player ID. And to get the workers, we just get this workers list length. And so we removed the necessity of writing the workers. That's why I made the call here, so we can just replace the referencing of the value. Okay. Though, this hardly changes anything, right? We can still move. Also, where's my glass of water? Oh no. For being unable to move... Wait guys, let me take a break. I'm gonna take some water. Maybe I should have put something on the screen. Otherwise people come here and say, see, but this guy, is he there? Like, that's a benefit of the PNG tuber, because they don't know if I'm here or not, but like, still, something to alert people, I don't know. Spoon. Well, I have a spoon right here, if that's what you mean. I should probably bring it to the kitchen, but okay. So what were we doing? Yes, we need to block the players. Well, we can do it here. When someone goes to repair, we get... Ah, we should have the character ID also. Player ID. That's much better. So now when we repair a truck, we pass the repair ID, event ID, and also the player ID. And last thing... Wait. No, we don't need to. My bad. We need to pass it when we add a worker. Here. Better. That means that we need to pass the parameter player ID together with the rest. How do we get it? Luckily, we already have something like that. We can just have game variables value 2. This one is the entire reference of the player object that interacts with that event. I don't trust it saving on a variable 2, but... I wonder if I should do it different. Because every time someone interacts with an object, with an event, it stores the player reference on a variable. Though if two people do it in the same moment, in the same frame, though it's kinda unlikely still, may cause an issue, but I don't think there's a much practical way, right? Like, how to know when someone interacts with an event? I feel like this thing would barely or close to never make any mistake, right? Because it should happen instantly. Though I feel like it could be improved. I have an idea, to be fair. Though for now we can, for foreseeable future, we can just put a function get character interacted event ID, and we just return the variable number 2. We just put this event ID. Nothing will change, but in the future we can just change here what's referencing. Also, what's initialize interacted event? I forgot. Initializing. Wait, do we need to call this one every time? I don't remember. Maybe we don't, because here we don't. I don't know. Maybe we do though, because we need to get the character ID. What does this thing even do? Here maybe? No. Probably map interaction. What does this thing do? User data? Ah, wait, no. That's exactly what I was thinking. Never mind. We already solved the issue some time ago. Could be done better. Right? We can include this one in this other one then. Instead of initializing, we can just get it, right, with brute force. So we can just move all the thing here. So we get the queue of characters that interacted with this event. We get the user. We don't even need the name. And we return user. Which means now we can just get character interacted and we get the last character that interacted with the thing. Which should hopefully should just work. We put the event ID and we do with the information whatever we need. Just to be sure, how do we get the name? Dot name, okay, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, that's what we needed. Now, what were you doing? I forgot again. Oh yes, getting the user ID, which we can just put it here. User ID is get character interacted this event ID dot ID. I'm pretty sure. Actor, no wait, actor the event ID Twitch. Do we need to get the Twitch ID or the actor ID? I feel like actors are not a... Actor is the reference used for Twitch players, so I believe it's the right reference to use. Okay. So now we should store correctly the ID of every actor that interacts with Repair. Now I get a spoon because it was the fork. It took some time. Ah, this is not a function. Which line is it? I'm pretty sure I know which, but just to know, you know. Here. Because add player ID. Why add is not a function? Push! Should be push. Sometimes I confuse the languages, huh? Okay, nice. Stop a moment. Now, if we say rails, how was it? Repair track, sure. Repair track dot tracks. No. Yes, tracks, and we look into the one, we can see that in the repair tracks there are workers list undefined. Did we forget to pass the parameter? Something is wrong, and it's not with my word map. Add worker, we add to this, to the worker list, the player ID. Right? That we pass here. Is it undefined? How? To be fair, we can even get this thing inside the other call. Oh wait, we are not passing it here. Though again, I'm pretty sure we can just move this thing inside. Right, yes. We don't need to pass the repair ID, to be fair. Yeah, we don't. We just need to write this, to be fair. The rest is unnecessary here, at least. Because look at this. We can just paste it here. So, event name, we can get it from the event ID. We get the label text. We don't need the repair ID, we don't need the player ID. The first name, we can get it from the event name that we got from the ID. The repair ID, we use the first name, and user ID, we get it from still the event ID. So we just need the ID here. We get the actor ID. Now we need to make a check, I suppose. Because if the repair ID is not a number, we return. Because otherwise, it's completed. It doesn't have a number, it's bugged, it's cursed, let's avoid issues. Okay, and here, being set up everything, we can now use the repair ID and the user ID or player ID. To be fair, it's the actor ID. Pam 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 pam. And anything here? Yeah, just to have the right names. Now we should work. We also reduce the code on the single page. Oh, sorry. Repair. Also, we should make it slower now. It's a little awkward. It's repairing, and now if I call again the tracks, I can see the track number 1. We have the workers list number 1, because I'm the number 1, of course, in the list of actors. Last thing, did I want a last thing? No. Yeah, last thing is make this thing slower, please. Okay, nice. And a second last thing, we can now finally remove all the switches here. We don't need to have a switch for repair 1, repair 2, repair your mother or whatever. Maybe just for changing the sprite, but I'm gonna see how to make it. Also, this one is not true, for whatever reason. We just need this code. So we don't even need this common event. And we don't even need the variable for that. So we cleaned a lot of variables with this. It really helped in the long run. Now, what if we want to add 2 tracks? Let's see. Repair 6-7 as Fado suggested. Here, what if we say repair 6-7? Doesn't work. Why? Wait, does this work now? I didn't test it if it works. No, okay, so it's an issue here. Weird, because before it did, right? Wait, why is it not working now? Should I undo what I did? We can still undo later, right? But I don't think it's an issue. So, gimmicks, payload. Maybe it didn't initialize. Let's see. Repair 1. We don't need this. Go. Go, my Waldorf. And now. Huh. Doesn't even call? Didn't even call this. Start repairing. Did I mess up something? I bet I did. Start repairing this haven't I... Like... Oh yes! Because that I removed the switch, this thing now will take priority. We need to remove this page. So we need to see later how to add the track. Same thing here. Now it should work. If you type repair 67, it will work. Right. Oh yeah, we're repairing, baby! Take your time. And it's fixed! Now, one last issue though. Well, two issues to be fair. One, you can see this thing did not change image. Another thing is... There is still the issue, I can move. I can clearly move. So, what's the idea? I want to be unable to move from that if we start committing. Because I also want like people to decide to repair that or leave some... Though I kinda want someone to... Huh, do we make them not being unable to go away? Or... we can have some sort of cooldown even. Though it's much harder to pull off, huh? I don't want someone to be freely able to go from there to fight monsters to there. I want people, like, someone will repair, others will protect the carriage. I don't know. So I want to block them. How do we block them? Now, when we add workers, we also have actor... No, wait. We should have an extra step here. Player object. We get the player object. And now for the ID, we just get player object dot actor ID. So now we have access to the player object. We can just have block. That's it, right? With this, he cannot move anymore. They. Nuna. So now if we open the Twitch user class, we can add the thing. We can have block. We can also have a free, I suppose. How does it work? We can just have this is blocked true. And we can make the opposite for free. We may also want something to refresh the character, because in a new map I kinda want to free everyone. Because it definitely may happen. So we can have initialize and we can do everything like this blocked false to avoid that we change map and someone is not unblocked or something. And since we are here, we can have the rest, initialize graphics and stuff. Okay, we may want something else. Spawned probably. Event ID is null again, I suppose. I will see later what we can move on the initialize every time we enter a new map. The rest should not change, right? Okay. Now returning to ourselves and the block. Now we have this parameter. We can have a new one. Can move. Return this is blocked. So if you're blocked, this thing will return false. Now, how do we use this? Well, to be fair, we can only move in one way. Type in the chat. Where was it? Twitch map interaction. So, where is it? Oh, wait, it's not here? It should! To be fair, it should actually be in the user class, even better. I should make some order on this one. Movement. Nice. We have it. Oh wait, there is another region inside. Skills. Oops, my bad. Should be before skills though. Okay. Now inside we should put the stuff from the other thing. Should be map interaction, but it's not. What went through my mind? Probably is somewhere else? Here. Move event. I swear, why is it here? Why is it here? Events queue. The events queue should be saved elsewhere though. And maybe this should be inside the comments of us. Inside the class. Definitely inside the class. Could be improved, but for now let's keep it like this. Some movement will be here. The events queue, for now we are keeping it outside. Though would be better to put it inside here in a way. Wait, move event? It's a function, right? I need to change event and target event. Wait, you're not referencing event. I need some extra work with this. Let's see. First I'm finding it. Okay, it's only called here, which is basically the same thing. Check for user move. Wait! Check if user typed a message with a destination. Okay, this still is in the realm of elaborating comments from chat, so I feel like it fits here. Wait. Are they sorted by it? No, I think it's fine. The get is related to... Full of errors here. What is the get? Based on... No, wait. Wait. The ID is the Twitch ID. Yes, it's right. Then maybe I should put... Oh, wait, too late. I should consider it later. For now. It's still right that this thing is here, but we need to pass other parameters other than those. For example, we need to call the method through the user here, since we have it. What is this? Get from name. Wait. Wait, no, never mind. I'm still confused. I needed to put an event here. Probably here it references to another player. Because yeah, you can move towards someone else. Oh wait, I get it. Let me put a comment before I forget again. Checks if it's a name of a user. Now, if there is a user, we get the target ID, and now we move user.move towards the target event ID. Easy. Same here. That means we don't need the user event ID. It's not even mentioned anymore. Now we can return on our class. This thing we just called move. We just need the target event, because the event is this event ID, which will not be changed, right? Why do you want... Ah, okay, this one is the event reference. I could have wrote it better, but okay. We can call it event ref. Or I suppose ref, sure. And this should be enough to move the player. One last thing though. If this is blocked, which is supposed to be a function, wait. Ah, wait, no. If this can move, if it cannot move, we return. We cannot move anymore. What's the issue? Here. Now, let's see if we messed up anything and we can move or not. Ah, I knew it. A mistake on line 70. R, not defined. Did we define it before? Probably? No, wait, I'm confused. Well, as long as it works, right? Let me undo a little, see if it was here or something. Maybe R was defined. I don't know. Now though it should work. Okay, it is. And we're repairing. And now if I type fork, I am not able to go to the fork. And not even repair 67, because I'm already stuck here. And I suppose it doesn't save. I need to type it again before I... Oh yes, last thing. We don't get unstuck. Oops. It's fine, it's fine. We can just... It's relatively simple. Relatively, of course. When do we unstuck the player? When the build is complete, right? How do we do it? It's literally here. When the event is complete. Should we call an event something? Yeah. No. Yeah, we can have a complete repair. This. What does this do? We have another for each. For this builders list or something. Work. Oh, my bad. So close. So for each worker, we do. This should be a user ID. So it's wrong that we store here actor's ID. Should store user ID. So since we used it here, let's fix it. We pass inside the user ID instead. Not the actor ID. ID? Something like this. How do we even get the user ID? Wait. Event ID. I believe I can just type Twitch ID. Oh, so close. We should just have ID then. Just to make it easy. Return this Twitch ID. So probably it's better ID. Okay, so now we pass the user ID. And now what do we do with the user ID? To be fair, we could even pass the reference. Is it heavy to pass a reference? I don't think it's expensive anyway. We can just keep it with an ID. So when we repair, now for each user ID we Twitch, how was it? Twitch players dot get user ID. And with this we get free. And it should be able to move again. Let's make this one easier, please. Repair 1. Much faster. Is it? And now repair 6, 7. And we can move again. No, fork, sure. Wait, no. Now it's not working anymore. Huh. Complete repair is only called. Ah, wait, no. This should be called on the other side. Wait. No. Should be called when it's complete. Here. Okay, my bad. Not while it's repairing. So, repair 1. And we repair. If we type fork, we are not able to move. Now we wait. Repair 6, 7. And here we go. And we are able to go again. Now, it would be nice to test with multiple people if it will go faster. We can try. I need to expose my desktop, but it's rare, of course. Okay. I will ask the help of Amilfa. So. Wait, refresh. I don't want to die right away. I'm still young. So if Amilfa types repair 6, 7, which is the hardest. If she spawns, she's not moving. Without exclamation point. Hello Utopia, welcome. How it's going? We are just programming code. If you wanna type repair 6, 7, we are gonna repair the track together. Like this. So Milfa now goes repair right away. I could type it as, let's see. This is the normal speed. Oh. It's faster! It's faster! Yes! Yes! Wait, no, repair none. Wait, this is wrong. This is wrong. Why we are repairing none? Wait, this is not right. I don't know what to feel. I'm a little scared. Oh yeah, now you can repair if I... Let's see. It's no, I think if I write I will be too fast. No, we were so close! Wait, maybe together we can do it. Repair 6, 7. The first one though is the one that takes more. Okay, nice. This was easy. Now on to repair 1, it's relatively easy though. I believe Fado can do it on its own. Oh yeah, okay, we did it. We still did not work on the blocks, on the ice. The idea is you go take something to melt it, and you are slower while you move. So it requires some extra steps rather than just repairing. But it means you can also try to fend off some monsters while you transport it. So people can split their work. Melt! No, that doesn't work yet, it doesn't work. Though there is still the issue of the none. Wait. Pair 1. Ah, it works. Repair none. Okay. That's cool indeed. Repair 1 again. Okay, only one. Only once. I have no idea you can do this on RPG Maker. Yeah, I love to play with unusual programming. Like, I love programming, and I especially love programming in games, something that's unique. I really hope that I will finish this thing and play it on stream, like on the start of the stream or during breaks. And I like how it's going so far. Also, there are battles, but we need to return on battles later. There's a lot of work to do, but it's fine. That will be more streams. For the next time, I suppose we can work on the blocks then. So we can have our payload work, finally. And maybe I have also a lever for the fork. There's a lot of stuff to do, huh? Oh, wait, we need one last thing, right? Well, 2 things. One, the bug of not a number. For whatever reason. For whatever reason, it... Wait, no, I should have checked, wait. I should check what happens if I try to repair it again. Okay. Again. Repair none. And if I check... we have 2... Okay, we have 2 tracks. So it created a second track with not a number. So the bug is not replicable, right? What happens if I write repair none, huh? Though I did exactly like this. What's the issue? Repair ID. I did literally this. Maybe it gets it wrong. I don't know. Let's stop it right here. Stop right there, criminal bug. Repair 1. It stops here because we get event ID 8, and from that we can assume the repair ID, which is 1. Nice. This one works. If I type it again, though, it goes here again, event ID 8. We have repair. We have the name, which is repair. Wait. Okay, label text is fixed, which means I get the first value, which is fixed, and I get the integer of this one, which is not a number. Why does it not work? Maybe it's not how I should compare. I believe I should just make if event name fixed return to avoid issues with not a number and stuff. Sure. Repair 1. Repair 1 again. Doesn't work. Awesome. Just to be sure, repair 2. Nothing works because there is nothing called repair 2. Okay, great. One last thing of today. We need to change the sprite. How do we change the sprite? Didn't we already have something of the sort? I kinda want to... Wait, I don't know if you can do it with those, with the tile set though. Also, it regards on the direction, right? Wait, could be it complex. No, I think it's... We can do case by case. If it's those two, we make this. If it's those two, we make this. Though, for reference, I should check here. I cannot, huh? That's unfortunate. I cannot change the sprite if not switching event page. Should I make a self-switch for those? Is there even a way to force a page change? I believe the self-switch is the better way. You know what? Could be. I have an idea. We could refresh it. No, wait. Yes, we could refresh it on map change. Let's see. First, we can have a global static map ID. 0, sure. And on the first creation, we can have repair track dot map ID is game map ID or something like this. I forgot again. My guide. I don't know. Let's see. Game map ID. Map ID here. Easy. Okay, now we store the map ID here. What do we do with this? Simply enough, when we complete the repair, together with unlocking every player, we also set up the self-switch of the track. So we will set up a new part of the track. So when it's repaired, it will change the sprite into this. I believe it's the simpler way. And it will only trigger with a self-switch activated. Which means we need to activate its self-switch. How do we do it? I don't know. I always forget. Though I believe I literally had a plugin for that. Here, cool experiments, JavaScript, improvements, utility calls. Here, this one. This one has something convenient. Do I have it already? I have it already. Never mind. Never mind. Well, let's see what it does. I just call quick self switch. I set up event ID, the value, and the letter. I don't even need to set up other parameters. Let's see. We can just have quick self switch, this event ID, and that's it. It will activate the switch A for this event in this map. Do I need anything else? Yes, I need to deactivate it when I reset all the tracks. So for each track, we also will have quick self switch, the event ID of the element, but this time we set it to false. And that's it. Is it? Wait, no, because this applies. No, this applies. This applies on the current map. So we need to do it manually. Too bad. So, we need to set up the map ID. We can't get the current one because the reset tracks could be applied after we change map. Then element event ID A. and we set it to true. False. Okay, this should be enough. We cannot test the refresh, but later when we will be able to jump between maps, then we will also test and fix this. Let's see, repair 1. And please, it did change. So we worked with miracles here. I wouldn't call it miracle, but what is programming though otherwise? How would you explain? Checkmate, atheists. Okay, I'm super happy today. We did something great. We upgraded the repairing, and we made it so we won't waste slots for switches, variables, and common events. It's just math. Advanced math. That's not true. It's magic. It's literal magic. How would you explain this otherwise? I don't know anything about programming, seems a miracle to me. Yeah, I know, right? How would you explain Twitch chat being able to spawn in game here and being able to repair trucks for a payload to work? Does it seem like numbers to you? Well, yeah, there are numbers, but like not only those. It's just magic. Coders are just wizards. That's why it's called install wizard. Ah, that makes sense. Wait, that makes. Yeah, I heard about. I saw a meme about it or two. Wait, can I repair it in time, please? Oh no. Oh! So close, okay, we're fine. Next time, we'll work on the menacing blocks, of course. I really want to finish the payload thing, so we can focus more on battles. I also want to add PvP at some point, it would be cool. Though there's still a lot to do, but we have a lot of streams to do anyway. I sent a repair command before you closed the last time. Yeah, it's because since the game does not talk to Twitch chat. It's the local server I have on the computer, which reads the Twitch chat and sends the comments on RPG Maker when the game window is open. So it stores the information and sends them all at once. Though this will not see part in the gameplay because the game will be always open. That's just how it works. That's not also just it. Wait, we need to work also on the Twitch widget. Wait. I forgot about the Twitch widget, but maybe we can return on that when we will work on battles again. Oh, it's lagging. Hello. Like, we have this one, which is not loading anymore. But here is supposed to show the skills I have. Me, Waldorf, I have. So every user can check their skills below the stream. Of course, it's still in testing, so nobody else will see it. And I don't know why it's not showing anything, but more work to do, I suppose. But again, I just love to see how it works. Okay, I think I will stop for today. We almost did 2 hours, but that's the average length I set for myself. I need to make a lot of work for my main game. Of course, I will still give priority to my main project. This is just something for fun we do on Thursday. I'm doing this only on streams. Again, because I love to show the progress, do something on stream, especially because it's a stream about mainly programming. But also because, so off stream I can focus on my game. Okay. I also have a code to check streamers I can raid. I think Megami is playing Mythopia, though I need to check if the stream is safe. You never know with Megami. Otherwise, Anime Jesus. Anime Jesus was pretty dynamic. Otherwise, Mutation Ivory we also have. That's a tough choice here. That's a tough choice. Let me check real quick. Yeah, there's really a lot of people online. I think we can go to... I don't know. What is Guild Wars 2? I don't know, it's the pre-stream. We can go to Megami. Let's go. Okay, that's everything for today. Tomorrow we play another Critipedia game. At this point I don't know what I want to do with Critipedia. It's fun, but I would prefer have some time for development. We could do an extra stream of random Ichio games. There's a lot of choice, I don't know. We'll see, okay. So, thanks a lot for coming by. And we see ya whenever it happens.